Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Tha Ravine. I've been intrigued by this one for a while, but I wasn't willing to pay for it. And then tonight I was like, you know what? Let's do it, right? It's a 2-hour long movie, 2 hours and 1 minute, so definitely for a weekend. It happens to be Labor Day weekend, so let's do it, right? And I searched for it on Amazon. Here, it's on Tubi. I had no idea. I gotta start looking for these movies on Tubi a little bit more often. But an unspeakable crime rocks a peaceful community. Family and friends are left to wonder if they overlooked the murderer among them, or if they might be more to the story. And it's inspired by a true event, so that's kind of cool. It is Eric Dane's in it, Teri Polo's in it. They're the two names I recognize. Oh, Peter Fancelli is in it. So a couple of people we know, and that's kind of cool. And it's 5.4 on IMDb. Only 1,311 people have seen it so far. So I'll get into it, find out what it's about, give you a better idea, let you know what I think. So stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, I want to do a quick check-in here. We're watching Tha Ravine. We're at the 59-minute, 40-second mark. Just under halfway, 2-hour film. Now there's commercials on Tubi, which is okay. So, you know, maybe not halfway. But anyway, you get it. And so, essentially, I think it's a faith-based movie. There is some references to prayer and God. Maybe that's how I found it. So, it's not heavily faith-based at this point, but there are some references, as I said. So, you know, give you the heads up there, whether that's your cup of tea or not. I kind of enjoy them. But more about the plot. So the plot is, you know, I'm trying to think of the guy's name. The one, the one actor who plays this one guy in this movie, Fanelli, is that his name? Is that whoa, I just had it. Hold on. I apologize. Yeah, Peter Fancelli. I think that's how you say it. I've seen him in other things. I think he was in Twilight. So he married, has some kids. And he's best friends with Teri Polo and Eric Dane. They're a couple, so they're like best friends, and they're really building up the backstory right now on what's going on. But what happens in the beginning of the movie, it shows him ending his own life. Right? That's not a spoiler alert. That's the very opening scene. So that's what happens. And come to find out that you know, he has. I don't want to go into too much detail, but you know, I don't know, but that's what happens, right? Something happens to his family as well, as you can imagine. So the other couple gets alerted, and really now it's all about like what happened. You know, obviously, like we don't know what happened exactly. We have an idea, but we don't know for sure. And what they're doing is now is, you know, delving into his life story. So it's all flashbacks, which is good. It's fine. They're high school. Football stars, all that kind of stuff, how he met his wife, how the other guy met his wife, all that kind of stuff. So it's very interesting because it seems to be very, very black and white on what happened, you know. But I don't think they'd put a 2-hour movie together that doesn't, you know, skew that in some form or fashion. We haven't gotten to that part yet, but I'm kind of interested. So we'll see. And I think I also said this is based on a true life story. If I hadn't, there you go, a quick reminder. So that's where we are so far. I am pretty interested in this one. I'm liking it. So we'll see where it goes. Stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Tha Ravine. I have to say, I enjoyed it. Different than what I thought it was going to be. I mean, I think the main plot of the movie, you can read that in IMDb, and from what I got from watching it, that stayed true, I would say. Kind of what I shared with you at the check-in, but really the ending, I guess, the whole purpose behind the whole movie and all that kind of stuff, that was surprising to me. Good, but unexpected for me. So it does really go into a more of, I don't even want to say, yeah, I mean, faith-based movie. It's more about God and all that kind of stuff in the second half of the movie than it is in the first half of the movie. And that's kind of, that I didn't realize it until halfway through the movie that this was a faith-based movie. But again, I enjoy those types of movies. This one's a little bit different than normally what we see. They all deal with some kind of tragedy, and you know, how people move past that kind of stuff. And you know, usually what they tend to fall away from God, and then something happens that brings them back. This isn't necessarily like that, but I won't go into any more detail than that. But so if you're a fan of those types of situations, you might really enjoy this, because like I said, it's a different take than what we're used to with everything else, but still, you know, similar, if you will, but a little bit different. So I don't know if I'm helpful at all. 2 hours was a little long for me. I wasn't on my phone, but I was a little tired, so it felt like it drug on for a little bit. But that's where we got. I'm glad I watched it. I'd probably give it a 5 or a 6 on this one. Probably a 6, maybe a 5. I don't know. It's in that boat. So there you go. I don't want to bore you any more than I already have. Hopefully I was helpful in some form or fashion. And thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.